You're now tuning into
The Cover Gang.
What's going on, Cover Gang? We're here to recap our Week 11 picks against the spread and their performance. And after that, we'll give you our thoughts on this weekend's games, how we did, any disappointments, any shining stars out of the mix. And then lastly, we'll give our look-ahead picks. But for this week, there's 3 games on Thanksgiving Day, of course, so we'll be giving out 3 picks for that. And then also, Amazon is doing a Black Friday special game. You can only watch with Amazon Prime. It is the Black Friday game between the Jets and the Dolphins. The Jets will be hosting the Dolphins. So we'll give out 4 picks on this recap video. So doing things a little bit different since the schedule is a little different. But yeah, let's get into how we did last week. It was not that great. It was all right. We're pretty much sitting in the middle, looking to either pay the juice a little bit or just break even or be up a little bit. That's kind of where we're at right now. I went 6-7. I'm up a measly half unit right now in our contest, and you went 6-1. You did push on that Cardinals spread like we thought you might, and yeah, we have a chance to. I have a chance to win better the week, and you do too tonight. You're on the Eagles. I am on the Chiefs. That was one of the last disagreements we had, so we don't know yet who's the better. It is yet to be decided, but it's not a great week. I don't know if we deserve the title
on either
anyways.
side. Yeah, for me or you. Neither one of us crushed it this week. And what sucks is it seems like the weeks we go in, we're like, yeah, it's kind of obvious sides this week. We figured that at least, we agreed on just about every game.
The Titans one is just one that I hate. It's like, and the Bengals. That was unfortunate. It was a bad beat with, Joe Burrow injured and everything. But the Titans, man, they're just hard. Ever since, we ended our streak. Well, I ended it a week before you, but now it's like they're just hard to figure out. I think that's normally a sharp spot for the Titans right there, and they had nothing for that Jaguars team.
Yeah, well, Jacksonville got embarrassed by San Fran the week before, and to see the line stay at 7 as long as it did, it's kind of hindsight's 2020, but looking back on it, Jacksonville may have been a little bit of the sharp side because I think that there was a good amount of bets coming in on Titans plus 7. So, but yeah, they got routed, so it was pretty disappointing. I didn't put that one in any of my pick'ems. I didn't feel too overly confident about it, but yeah, it sucks to see my Titans against the spread made it all the way to week 11.
Yeah,
finally lose.
Not bad though. For one team, not bad. So how about those Browns? I know you're happy with the way that one turned out.
Yeah, my double unit plays, they went 1-2, unfortunately. I don't know why I sided with the Panthers the way I did, and then Broncos just that lost by 1 point as far as the spread goes. I looked up on that one, the money line. I just hit the money line. But anyways, the Browns, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't win by more. But in the first half, the Steelers had a combined 64 total offensive yards, and they broke one run with that backup running back Warren or whatever. He broke a 74-yard run to start the third quarter, and so they scored on that one run. They scored more than they did then. They had more yards than the entire first half. But then after that, it was just the same, more of the same. Just completely shut down anything the Steelers were trying to do offensively. Which Kenny Pickett, I don't think he's capable of doing much in the first place. But yeah, they ran into a gauntlet going into the dog pound. Put Justin Frith out there at quarterback for the Browns and just hand the ball off and let your defense do what they got to do, and you'll win games, especially against a fraudulent team like the Steelers.
I don't know. I probably would find a way to lose, but yeah, that under in that game was never in doubt. That AFC North matchup, 10 to 13, easy cover. But yeah, the Cardinals-Texans, that one was one we disagreed on, and I luckily, by the skin of my teeth, covered, and then you landed right on the number. But what do you think about...
if we would have waited one more day to record, you wouldn't have got that 4.5 because it shot up to 5.5, and
that was
I would have won that one. But yeah, I got the 5 at the time, so I pushed, but... That's just another one, we record these videos and, we're recording 4 picks because of the schedule tonight. And we always record on Wednesdays so people can, we give time for people to listen to what side we're on, but that one ended up going more towards my favor, and I hit it once at 5 and it pushed, but then I hit it at 5.5 and it even made it to 6, and I ended up winning, but not on here.
Yeah, and a lot of middle opportunities for that bet because that one was as low as 4 at one point in the week, before we recorded.
I think you hit both sides, didn't you?
Yeah, like I actually had Cardinals plus 5.5 in like one of my round robins early in the week, but I just thought it was value in the number. But then it gets down to 4, and I have to make a pick for the contest, and I'm kind of like, it's the same thing with the Steelers. Like I had Steelers at plus 3.5. Like I was transparent. I definitely bet that already. I told you. And then I said down at this number, Browns -1. I'm gonna take the Browns. And look, it was a middle opportunity. Both of them would have hit. So
it is a gambler's dream.
yeah, play in the line movement. Take the value in the early line, and then if it gets too low, it's too big of an adjustment. Maybe you bet both lines and both teams, and you could win both.
Yeah,
but
it happens sometimes. But yeah, congrats to you for hitting both of those. That's like I said, it's a gambler's dream.
Yeah, the Panthers. I guess in hindsight, I don't know.
They shot themselves in the. 33-10. It's not the Cowboys. They did move the ball at will, but the Panthers, they were moving the ball pretty good against that Dallas defense. They just shot themselves in the foot every time they would get too close to the red zone. They would kill themselves with penalties. That offensive line couldn't stand a chance against Dallas's defense. I think Micah Parsons. I know he got 3 sacks. I turned the game off a little early. I don't know if he recorded another one after that, but yeah. That was that, and I said that on the pod. I was like, the only thing that scares me is that Micah Parsons, he had 0 tackles and 0 sacks the week before against the Giants, DeVito, and then I'm like, well, he's kind of due for a wrecking a game, and Bryce Young and that bad offensive line, he just tore him up, bro. He stood over center the whole time, and Bryce was probably like, oh god.
I'm his lunch right now.
He got home at least 3 times, and just slinging him to the ground. It was bad. And then what's that guy's name? The corner or safety for something Bland. It's not Dalton Bland. I can't think of his first name. Darius Bland, maybe. For the Cowboys, he's got 4 pick sixes this year. That's like the record since like 1970 something or something like that. But yeah, he's
stepping up while Trayvon's out.
Yeah, he's recorded 4 pick sixes this year, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that once that happened, the bet was dead. I just had to tune in to see what was going on with like the Chargers or Packers, or I think at that time the Commanders were still sticking around a little bit. So.
Yeah, how about, speaking of DeVito, you mentioned him just now. How about that? What do you think of that performance? Do you think it's repeatable?
I think it's great for the Italians, Shout out to them. Yeah, great for the mob. Maybe they're back,
I mean,
they're running New York.
I felt really good about that bet for some reason, and not because of him. I don't know. I thought the Giants defense was going to keep it close, but yeah, I mean, who would have thought they would have won it, so. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, these the middle of the year on these games, it seems like we're getting a lot more touchdown or more spreads. Like I think in the look ahead, we literally have only touchdown or more spreads to choose from. So like,
yeah, with these 4 games coming up, yeah.
So it's interesting, but I like what's been happening with the lines. Like I think there's a lot more value in some of these numbers that are getting posted. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Last week we thought that, and it didn't necessarily pan out that way. But I think our time is coming. I think this week will be a good week for sure. That Bears Lions game though, I had the Bears money line, and I was sitting there sweating, and I thought they actually were going to pull it off. But Justin Fields, he looked so mad. But I mean, for them to play like how they're playing right now is a huge improvement. Based on what we saw at the beginning of the season. So. I think the Bears fans are feeling pretty good right now. Their defense is playing somewhat half good ball now, and Fields is looking pretty good. So,
yeah, I don't know if it got told to him directly by the front office, but I mean, it's like, hey, you got about 10 more weeks
for us to decide.
For us to decide if you're going to be our quarterback next year, or if we're going to get one in the draft. So he's playing for his job out there, week in and week out. So it's a tough one to lose, but. he shows flashes that he can be a starting quarterback in this league. But if the Bears, they're sitting what at 2-8 or 2-9 now, so
Yeah, something like
they're
that.
gonna have a top pick, and
Three
I
and
doubt
eight.
they bring in I doubt they go get Marvin Harrison to help Fields out. They'll probably take a quarterback. So it is what it is.
So what do you think about? Did you see Brandon Staley's presser where the guy was asking him about the defense? He got really mad. He got
I
really.
keep looking at my phone. I just don't understand why I'm not getting any notifications that he's been fired yet. I texted you right after that game, and I was like, "Yeah,
He's
Brandon
done.
Staley will be fired tomorrow." And I don't know how he's not fired yet. Like he should be. He should have got fired. You lost to the Packers in Green Bay. Jordan Love looked amazing. He's a defensive coach. The defense looks horrible. They have studs, Khalil Mack, Derwin James. Like they got guys.
Yeah, that reporter, he picked on him about the defense, and he was real sensitive. He was like, "Don't ask that question again, because it's not the defense, it's the team. This is the team."
They don't need to ask him. He doesn't need to be answering any more questions. He should be fired today. But I just think the Chargers organization, I don't know if they're trying to give him to the end of the year, but like, why? You still have a chance to string together some games and make the playoffs. Like, get Justin Herbert. He played fine.
Right.
The offense plays good, but the defense is just atrocious. And they made Jordan Love look great yesterday. So whatever. If I just can't. Brandon's, it's got to come out tomorrow. He's fired. It's got to. There's no way. There's no way that he's coaching the Chargers next week.
They gotta. Who do they play this week? I feel like I remember seeing, but now I just slipped my mind. Hold on. Cardinals.
Yeah.
If they don't beat that one, they don't.
I mean, yeah, but even if they win, I don't. He should be fired today.
Oh wait. No. I'm sorry. They host the Ravens. Oh, never mind. I read Rams for some reason. I looked at the emblem wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, what a coaching mismatch that is. John Harbaugh versus Brandon Staley.
So is that a sneak preview of what you're gonna take on that in that game?
Yeah, you know how it is. It all depends on the number, but
yeah,
Brandon Staley, there's no way he should make it to Tuesday.
So did the players only meeting for the Jets? It didn't seem like that worked out, did it?
Yeah, good job on that one. The offense looked way better.
Yeah, like you said it off the air too. Like we felt pretty good about Josh Allen getting right in this spot, and we hesitated because they burned us so much. But that, like looking back, that was a double unit, easily.
Yeah, I ended up putting more on it after the 1:00 games because, like I said, Panthers let me down. So, but yeah, the Jets, they just and if they're notoriously they've been a horrific organization. But if they fire Robert Saleh, man, that's not the move. Like your defense is good. He's a defensive coach. Like look at Aaron Rodgers wanted Nathaniel Hackett there. Zach Wilson's not an NFL quarterback. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and they said they're
point the finger in the right direction here.
They're going with the backup. Like, what was his name? I saw
Trevor
it.
Siemian.
No, it's a different name. Like I saw it and I was like, who is that?
Old Denver quarterback.
It's not Trevor Siemian though. It's somebody else that they announced that they're probably going to start.
They threw in Trevor. Is it Tim Boyle?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who is that, bro? I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who Tim Boyle is. Like
they said they're starting him.
I'm pretty sure. Like Tim Boyle.
We're not making. All right. Wait a minute.
Look. Yeah. Jets to make a switch to Boyle. Demote Wilson to QB3. That's what this headline says from ESPN right here. To QB3. Like what was that? Like is that like?
I'm not picking Jets Dolphins right now.
You have.
We'll pick the Thursday games Wednesday when we record. No, if they're going with Boyle, I'm taking the Dolphins.
Bro, he's 6'4", 230 from Eastern Kentucky. Like I'm taking that all day.
You don't know him.
No, I don't. I just told you I don't. Was he like terrible?
No. Oh, he was horrific in college.
Oh my God, his career passing right now, 3 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
let's wait on.
man,
Let's
but
do the Thursday picks. Let's just do. We always do our Thursday picks. We'll do those.
I think the line is gonna move heavily towards Dolphins after that, and then maybe we just scoop up the Jets at like plus 13 or something. I don't know.
I need. Why would they not go with Trevor Simeon?
So you're on
they're tanking then.
Yeah, why would they go with? And why'd they say Zach Wilson is now QB3? Like, was that like ESPN dramatizing it, or is that for real? Like, they're like, you're not
just for if Boyle got hurt or something out there.
Definitely not playing Wilson.
They're putting Simeon out there instead of Wilson.
That's
all they're telling you, that they're done with Zach. That was his last chance.
Nice. Well, when you don't score a touchdown in like,
but he may be better than Tim Boyle. I'm telling you,
50-some drives. I mean, hey, you know how when everyone doesn't believe in you, like. And you're not supposed to be like DeVito, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you're tripping, and you know we love this kind of stuff. Like, this is when we would take the Jets, like no doubt, and just be like, remember Mike White? Man. He was the cover right out the gate.
Yeah, he had
right out the gate though.
But then in college, and he had to. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're starting Tim Boyle. This is so.
Yeah, well, I probably already know I'm going to take the Jets. I just hope the line, if we don't want to do it on this one, hopefully the line just keeps going towards them, and I'll probably still take them. But
yeah, all right. So we're going over these Thursday games.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll segue right into the Thursday night or Thursday
Turkey Day games.
Turkey Day look ahead games. We got 3 games on the slate. Who's first up? I know we got first up, classic match, always on Thanksgiving, the Packers and the Lions. It's a 7.5 spread right now. Packers just come off of a win, and yeah, 7.5. Do you like it?
Yeah. I think that if it's over a touchdown, I feel like I have to take the Packers. Like, they're tying my hands here. It's a half unit play for me because I think it may be a little bit of an overreaction that Jordan Love looked good against Brandon Staley's defense, and the Lions, even they didn't blow the Bears out, but I think it was a little bit of a look ahead to the Packers. They kind of just planned to walk all over the Bears, and whenever the Lions, it means more to Dan Campbell, that organization and everything, to beat the Packers, even if the Packers aren't having the best year. So yeah, half unit, but I'm taking Pack plus 7.5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm taking the Packers plus 7.5 because it is the sharp side. I already know that 80% of people are going to take the Lions, and it's a divisional game. We know that divisional underdogs have done well. They've done well in the past several years, but they're doing really good this year. Even on the road, it doesn't seem like home field is mattering as much. So 7.5, I mean, if it was at 6, maybe I'm taking Lions, but 7.5, I'll take the number for sure in this one.
Yep.
All right, next up, we got the Commanders at the Cowboys. Cowboys just steamrolled the Panthers, and the Commanders, well, they just laid a oopsie against the Giants. Now they got the red-hot Cowboys at home.
Arguably best rivalry in football. Give me Washington plus 11. Bounce back after losing horribly at home to a bad quarterback and a bad team. Sam Howell still leads the league in passing yards. Eric Bieniemy is still a good play caller. The defense is not great, but I think they can hang around with this Cowboys team enough to cover that 11. So I'm going to put about 1.5 units on that one. I do feel pretty good about taking Washington in a bounce-back spot. So much love on Dallas right now, just blowing these teams out left and right. They're due for a little bit of a letdown. So, yeah, give me Commanders plus 11.5 units.
Yep, I'm right there with you. 11 is a huge number for this rivalry, especially on Turkey Day. There's a lot of funky stuff that can happen. And yeah, we can thank last week's results for this huge line movement from like 8.5 to 11. So we got a whole field goal just because Washington lost to the Giants and the Cowboys blew out the Panthers. Which I don't think that was going to move the line much. It was more about the Giants beating the Commanders. But yeah, 11 points, that's a lot in this rivalry. So definitely going to take that, and I like it as well at 1.5 units. All right. Next up for the Thanksgiving night game, we got the 49ers laying 7 on the road going into Seattle.
Good game.
This is it's a good day of football right here. Very classic divisional matchups right here. Another touchdown favorite, but this one is on the road. A little bit different. What do you make of this one?
Seattle, tough place to play. Geno Smith exited that game, but it says that as of right now, it looks like he's going to play Thursday. Yeah, I'll take Seattle +7 all day. 49ers, yes, they're a good team. Seattle has looked like they've fallen off a cliff a little bit here lately. They did edge out Washington last week, beat up on some bad teams before that. But Geno, he's been turning the ball over a lot. Didn't look good yesterday. When he was in, I mean, I think that if he doesn't get hurt, I think Seattle actually pulls that game off against the Rams. It was Drew Lock came in and couldn't move the ball at all, and Rams got back into it that way. So, yeah, it's a regular unit play for me, just because 49ers are so hot right now, and they can, when everybody's healthy. They did lose their star safety. I don't know how you say his last name, Bafunga or something like that. He tore his he tore his ACL,
like
so he's out for the season.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. Yeah,
he tore his ACL and he's out for the season. He's a guy with like the bushy curly hair or whatever.
Yeah, playmaker,
the safety,
the
hard-hitting safety.
Palomalu hair.
But the backup safety came in and got a pick to seal the game against the Bucks. So in the end zone,
they got guys.
Yeah, they got a good defense, but it does hurt. And the 49ers secondary has struggled after the first few weeks of the season. So, but yeah, I like Seattle +7 here. But if Geno for some reason doesn't play, the line will skyrocket. So I would wait to make sure he's cleared to play. But them laying it at 7's telling you that he's going to play as of now.
Yeah, I hate to go chalk with you here, but I mean, for all the reasons you said, I'm going to take Seahawks +7. I don't like this game as much because Seattle has just looked really underwhelming, and they seem a little fraudulent. I don't know what the problem is, but 49ers are hot. We know it, but it's a night game. We saw the 49ers can lay an egg. They did it versus the Vikings. Give me the Seahawks at home where they're amazing. That's usually where they actually play their best football, and it is a divisional game, so I like the value at +7, but I'm going to take it at a regular unit. Don't love this one.
I don't think we should make the Black Friday pick right now, but I do want to say a couple things about that game.
All right, go ahead.
If it was Trevor Siemian, I was ready to come on here and say,
hammer it.
Dolphins on the road, not been as good. Jets +10 at home, short week. Nobody believes in the Jets. Double unit, Jets +10. But you go do your research on Tim Boyle. And there's not a deep catalog of history. They have to be lying. They have to be lying to everybody, and Trevor Siemian is the one that's actually going to be starting. They have to be. There's no way they can put that guy out there. Like,
why would they
if there is a quarterback in the league that's worse than Zach Wilson, it's Tim Boyle.
Why would they have they must have seen him do something in practice. Like why would they do it over Trevor Siemian? I really am confused by that then.
I would only have him in charge on giving like the players waters or something.
Siemian was actually he was all right. Like he was not that great. I'll be real, but I think he could come into this Jets team right now and cover like that 10.
I really hope they go with Siemian, but I mean, even with Boyle, yeah, I'll probably just Miami. I just don't understand how coming off the bye against the Raiders, they just look so flat. Like, yeah, you won the game.
We've seen what they do against decent defenses at this point. If you're gonna call Raiders defense good, it's just like anybody who's middle of the pack or better at defense, they're just not running it up on you.
Yeah.
I mean, really, we have to look at those teams they ran it up on, and it was the Panthers, the Broncos at their worst, and the Giants, and they have not really ran it up on anyone else.
We'll record on Wednesday, and then that'll be a part of the 1 o'clock videos that we go over the spreads on all the 1 o'clock games. We'll do the Black Friday.
I already know where we're landing on it, no matter what. But yeah,
I do too. But wait. I just want you. I just want to give you 2 days to go watch Tim Boyle highlights.
There probably is none. I'll be searching the whole time. I'll just be looking for highlights.
I want to give us 2 days for the Jets to come to their senses and put Trevor Siemian under center.
I don't think they're going to change. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll be researching his lowlights or whatever. He's going to have some Flumblitskis or something I got to check that out. But yeah, I already know where I'm gonna be at probably on that one because it sounds gross. But yeah, thanks for tuning in for our recap. Hopefully we bounce back big in Thanksgiving week. Safe travels for everyone out there. Let's cover the spread as always. Peace.
Peace.